Humans are creatures of habit, creatures of inertia. So that means that when we are working well, when things are going well, it's easy to keep things rolling. But we're always going to have periods of time when we are going to have to give that inertia away, when we are going to have to stop working. Something that we can do when we know that's going to happen is to set ourselves an easy win that we can do when we're trying to get back to work. This easy win gets us moving again, and then it's easier for us to then tackle bigger or heavier or more difficult things and gain more and more momentum and get ourselves moving once again. The degree of stoppage we need to deal with can be very variable. If we're going for lunch, then we are breaking that inertia for just an hour. If it's Friday afternoon, then that breakage is a couple of days. If we're going on a 2-week vacation, then it's 2 weeks. And sometimes we can encounter breaks in our forward progress that are even longer than that. We can ladder up these small wins to get us from ever deeper pits of lack of forward progress. If you are in the middle of a task and you're really deep in and really heads down and it's lunchtime, sometimes the right answer might be just to work through lunch. But if that's not possible, then you might be able to hold that mental state through the lunch and you might not need something to kickstart your process back up. Or you might need something pretty small. If you're in the middle of a coding task, what might be worth doing is to be very close to trying to run your tests. So you come back from lunch, you write a couple of lines of code, you compile the thing, and you run through your tests. So you're starting the process again at something that's pretty easy to do. Gets you back into the mindset, reminds you what you were doing, and gets things moving again. It can be really difficult to intentionally do that, however, because you're about to go for lunch, there's only a couple lines left to write. Why don't I just pound them out and then go for lunch? By holding them back, by holding back those easy wins, you're allowing yourself to start back up again more easily. For longer periods of time, you might want something a little bit different. If you are in the process of making one of the hero creatures for their game, and this is requiring 100% of your attention, and it's really deep and really intricate, at the end of the day, you're going to set that aside. And then in the morning, it's going to take you a while to get moving again. But something you could do is take 45 minutes first thing in the morning and do a couple of unrelated bugs. Gets you back in the tool set, gets you thinking like a 3D modeler again, without having to jump into the deep end of this really complicated model that you've been struggling with. By giving ourselves permission to do something easy at the beginning of our tasks, we are allowing ourselves to get the ball rolling. And then once we fix a couple of bugs, once we run a few tests, once we do that thing that's very quick and easy, it's easier now for us to move towards the harder to do thing. And if we need to, we can ladder ourselves up towards this really complicated thing. If we are working on a really frustrating crash bug that we've been struggling with for several days, it's not a bad idea to start the day by fixing a couple of easy bugs, and then maybe take on a medium-sized bug. And then once you've spent a couple of hours getting your mindset back into the state of understanding and interacting with the code base, then take that really frustrating bug off the shelf and chew on it for a couple more hours. If we try to jump straight onto that really hard problem, sometimes what happens is that we don't make any forward progress at all. We just get stuck in the act of starting. So what the idea of giving yourself some quick wins is to just get the park brake off, is just get yourself moving in the right direction and worrying about the specifics of the task once you are starting to move. And we can do this with teams as well. As leaders, we can give our team quick wins, easy wins to get things rolling as well. One of the benefits of demos, much as they can be rightfully hated by teams, is that they move things forward by focusing a lot of attention on relatively easy things, on bits of spit and polish on very limited areas. if you can identify some easy wins on your project, even if they aren't directly affecting an individual dev, they're still going to see that momentum building on the project as a whole. And that's going to start them moving as well. Even though the fact that you polished up this one comment encounter isn't relevant to a writer, they're still going to sense that momentum building on that team. The instinct is focus on the most urgent thing. Focus on the most important thing. And as a general rule, yeah, that's what you typically want to do. But there are benefits to considering throughput over prioritization on occasion. It's worthwhile to look for opportunities to accelerate your team, even though, yes, maybe the right thing to do, all things being equal, was to try to solve that crash bug. If you over-focus only on the most urgent, most important things, sometimes what happens is your velocity starts to degrade and you're actually getting less of that stuff done. And the right answer was to actually spend a little bit of time to build up some momentum on easier wins, easier things to check off people's checklists, and then use that momentum to smash into those bigger issues. Ideally, you want these easy wins to be as related to the thing that you're setting aside as possible. If you are a programmer tackling a really complicated problem, you would want, in a perfect world, an easy win in that system that you're in. That's not always going to be possible, so maybe you have an easy win in a nearby codebase, or in the codebase as a whole. As you get further and further away from something that is directly related to the bigger, harder to move problem, the benefit of these easy wins is going to decay. But even then, just the act of checking something off the checklist, honestly, anything off the checklist, cleaning out your inbox, is going to have some benefit of starting the ball rolling. That being said, what can happen if you embrace this too much is that easy wins can turn into procrastination. Because if, rather than running a few tests to get myself back in the mindset and then tackling the big problem, I spent a bunch of time refactoring my code or cleaning out my inbox or cleaning off my desk, you very quickly turn from get the ball rolling to now I'm avoiding tackling the problem that I had. Make sure you're making forward progress. Make sure that there's an end to these quick wins. I love quick bug fix weeks, but it's only for a week. I love doing a few things first thing in the morning to get the ball rolling, but it's only a few things. It's only for half an hour or an hour. It's not for the entire day. So when you're doing this, make sure that it's, if not time boxed, at least controlled. If you are doing this with your team, do it with an end goal in sight. Do it with the goal of getting things moving, not with the goal of avoiding those larger problems on your project. We are creatures of inertia. If we aren't moving, our natural inclination is to want to stay in that state. So when we are leading teams, when we are working in our jobs, we should look for opportunities to add momentum back into our working to get us moving so that we're not stuck in a zero velocity state. A special thanks to my members. They provide the resources that this channel needs to keep running. If you're interested in becoming a member, there's a link to that down in the description. We also have a Patreon if you are more interested in supporting the channel in that way. Both patrons and channel members get early access to videos, so you would have seen this video quite a while ago if you were supporting the channel through one of those two means. If you're interested, we also have merch. This is the High Tea on the High Seas hoodie. There will be a link to that in the description as well. What are some of the methods that you use to get yourself moving? What are some of your tips you have to coming back from an interruption that took away your flow, that took away that forward momentum? I'm sure we could all use a couple more tools in our toolbox, so let's share these in the comments. I will see you again soon. Thank you.